Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Wanted to bring you guys part 2 here of zombies on every map, and this is the second map released to zombies back in the day, World at War, and this is Verruckt. And you know, if I pronounce things wrong, you guys can chastise me all you guys want. I'm not really good at pronouncing these crazy German names. But the first one I posted, I'll have a playlist in the description for all of them combined. But the one that I posted previous was obviously Knock. That was the first zombie map out there, and this is the second one. And I remember out of all of the zombie maps, I remember this one being the most difficult back in the day when I played this on World of War. Um, just a heads up, I'm gonna try to do some regular commentaries, some live commentaries on these videos. This is gonna be a really long video for me to do a commentary over, but I didn't want to split it up into two videos, and the reason why I didn't make it too far. I mean, I made it in past 15, I think maybe, but I didn't make it very far, and I should have made it further than this. But this was the first time I tried playing this map, and I ended up playing this game right after I played the previous gameplay from Knock, and I didn't get very far on that one either. But um, kind of the purpose of me going back and doing this is not to go like crazy, do high rounds videos for all of these maps. It's just to basically show you guys the maps for some of those people that are newer to zombies and have only seen the new maps from Black Ops 2. Check out that arm on that chair. I was looking at that thing. I was like, is that an? I'm like, that is an arm on that left on that chair. I'm like, that's friggin' foul. But anyway, yeah. So I wanted to do this video for you guys that are newer, and you can see kind of my beginning strategies on how I start off on the map, and then depending on what I end up doing, I might do the first kind of round strategies and then do a follow-up video for like some of the other maps on like higher rounds for the second gameplay. Because some of these, I think there's 16 maps total, and I'm doing this for about 32 days. So I'll have to basically do some of the maps with two or maybe a couple of them might have 3 days, but or three different videos. But this is going to be an extra long one, though. Usually I'm going to keep around the 20-minute mark, I hope. Unless you guys want to see this long of a video, leave a comment, I guess, and let me know. But yeah, this map was crazy. I remember this one back in the day, and it was like the most difficult map for me to play. It was the first, I think this was the first map I actually ever tried to play solo, but I didn't really understand what the hell I was doing. And because I remember some of my friends that I played the first map with didn't buy like the map pack or whatever, so they didn't have the games. And I think this was a DLC, right? Yeah, so I tried to play this one by myself, and it was just scary to me. It was all freaky because it was like you're in a weird school thing or something, and there's just zombies running after you, and there's all this crap written over all the walls and stuff. But this was definitely an interesting one. Now I don't know historically. I think this is the first one where perk machines were introduced. I can't say 100% or not. But the perk machines are obviously in this one because this is the Black Ops 2 or the Black Ops 1 version, and the Black Ops version is a little bit more special. But I think this is the first one that had perks. Perks have been like a cool thing that they kind of added in to zombies. Knock was the hardest one for me because obviously, if you watched the video previous, you can't get Juggernog and you can't get Quick Revive. And when you play solo, those two things are like super pivotal. But way back in the day, I had no idea what zombies was all about. I just thought it was a cool little game mode. I didn't really realize that there was so much involved with this. And then all of a sudden, you get into the newer maps, or I guess since Ascension at least, and they have all these crazy Easter egg things that you can do. I was just totally baffled me. And I still actually haven't done the Ascension Easter egg. I need to probably go back and do those because I just have never done those. Maybe I'll hit up Yodi, see if he wants to do that, or maybe Rat Austin, and see if they want to go back and do some of the older Easter eggs again. I've been fortunate enough to play with some of those guys to do the Easter eggs, and they've showed me some of the tricks and stuff. Like I remember I was on vacation when Shangri-La came out, and I didn't do the Easter egg, and it was like one of the maps that I didn't cover for tips and tricks for how to do all that stuff. That thing's pretty crazy looking with the friggin' not butcher knives everywhere. But anyway, yeah, I did that Easter egg with Rat Austin and some of his people, and it was kind of crazy. Like there was so many things going on, I had no idea what was going on with the Easter egg because people just knew all of the parts, and so they're just running around getting everything. So I have to go back and probably do that one again since I don't know that one very well. But most of the other ones, since Call of the Dead, most of the other ones I've done the Easter eggs, or I know like all of the steps to get them. And I'm kind of bummed that they went and started to do them 4-player Easter eggs instead of the solo Easter eggs. Origins was dope because you could go back and you could do the Easter egg by yourself, but dude, it's not easy. Like Origins, some people think it's easy. I think it's super time consuming to do the Easter egg. not easy for me at all, but maybe that's just me. Anyway, so this map is kind of like an interesting map, and there's obviously two stories to this map, and the way that I end up doing this like kind of training method, you guys will see here. I'm just kind of just gained some extra points. I had to kill those extra guys here. And I was looking around at these little devices. I'm like, huh, I wonder if you can, like, I wonder if there's any like areas where you can push the radios or something like that and talk on these older maps. I just honestly didn't know. I did see some radios kind of sitting around, but I didn't know if you could actually chat with them or not. But yeah, this map to run this strategy, you kind of just literally have to open like every single door, and then this is kind of similar to Shangri-La's strategy of kind of how you run trains, or at least I run a train there. You just have to basically walk through the entire map, and like the zombies will like form up as you're going, and then you can turn around and shoot them, and then just keep running in the same large, ridiculous loop. I like the other maps where you can just run in one little circle and dodge a couple zombies here and there, and the rounds go a lot faster. But yeah, this strategy will work for you guys if you guys are interested in doing this. Now, I did 30 days of zombies, basically a countdown to Black Ops 2 zombies. And during that series, I played, I think I played this map, and I think I made it in the 20s, high 20s or something like that. On average, like I'd say I'd make it into the high 20s on every single map except for the first one. But I didn't have as much success this time, and you guys will see why. The thing that I don't like about this map, so on the Black Ops version, you get the Thunder Gun from the first map, but on this map, I don't think you get the Thunder Gun from this box. You get this guy right here, the Winter's Howl. And in my opinion, this is probably the worst Wonder Gun that you can get. I mean, this one and the VR11, I think, are probably the most ridiculous ones. I actually did a video on the VR11, and it's actually made it pretty popular. I think it has 400,000 hits or some crazy amount of thousands of hits. But I hated that gun because it literally was useless to use. You could shoot Romero and get him to go away. I'd probably have to re-up and rethink my process on that, because now that you have the mule kick added to every single map, I haven't even tried Call of the Dead with mule kick on it. But with mule kick on the map, it might be good because you can shoot Romero in the water and he'll go away when you pack-a-punch it. So that could be good. But this Winter's Howl, pack-a-punched even, just garbage. They have the Winter's Howl available on this map. They also have the Winter's Howl available on 5, which I'll be playing like much later on. But 5 like also had this one, and it's just garbage. It like freezes the zombies, but they don't stop, and it doesn't really destroy them. The ice staff from Origins, in my opinion, is much more effective. But yeah, dude, it's just all in all, like, it's probably the worst wonder weapon out there. I'd take a ray gun or an LMG or like pretty much anything instead of it. But it's still kind of exciting, though. It sucks because it's still kind of exciting because you're like, whoa, I have a wonder weapon, but it's just so useless. And I think I use it in this one, and I die like while I'm using it or something. But I guess you'll see. Actually, I don't even remember how I died in this one. We'll like play it back and watch it with you guys as I end up fumbling and end up dying in this gameplay. But anyway, yeah. So this is gonna be kind of an interesting series. It's fun going back and playing from the very first map, and then just progressively playing the next map, and then seeing the different changes from the previous map to the new map. So those are some of the things I'm going to be pointing out. Obviously, this map has the perks, has obviously different SMGs as the first one. I think that they added some different ones to here. No, I'm actually not 100% sure. Bouncing betties, they added to here, though. I don't remember bouncing betties from Knock, but they are on this one. And there's that gun right here that I'm using, which is actually cool because you end up using this gun again in Origins. And I do like the fact that Origins, they changed everything up. Oh yeah, I ended up getting down over just some stupid things. Watch this. I think I ended up getting down here. Yeah, right there, I ended up getting down. I was like, where did this guy come from? I didn't even know there was an option for him to come from that direction. But again, this was my very first playthrough. I'm only around 5 and I got down, so technically I knew I could have, like, I probably could have played this again and made it much further, but I just wanted to use the first gameplay that I ended up having and showing you guys that one. And unfortunately, I get down like 2 or 3 times, like 2 times really early in the game, and then I just kept playing it, and then I figured there's no point in making it to really high rounds because I'm not going to be able to post them every single day. Otherwise, I could post like 4 videos of just this map of me trying to get to like round 30 or whatever. But maybe I'll do that in a different day. Or if you guys have a favorite map that you guys like to see, then I can go back and play those maps. But it's kind of like, I don't want to say this is like the end of zombies for me after these 30 days is up, but it's going to be probably slowed down quite a bit. I don't see myself playing more zombies after this. And something I probably should get into is the custom zombie maps. I bet that would kind of leave like things endless for me to be able to have like a lot more fun with zombies. But because I see some custom maps here and there, and I honestly don't watch a lot of the gameplays that have them. Some custom maps are done really, really bad. Some of them look like professionally done. And I remember I think I saw Yodi Slayer play one of them. It was on Query, the map on Modern Warfare 2, and I was like super intrigued by that because Modern Warfare is obviously the Infinity Ward version of Call of Duty. Treyarch is the ones that actually make zombies, so kind of wild there. What would actually be cool is if zombies would make its way over to like Ghosts or something like that. Like, what if Call of Duty Ghosts dropped and it has like Treyarch zombies on it? That would be, I mean, that would be ridiculous. Or if they had their versions of zombies, but it was exactly like the same. You know what I mean? Like Call of Duty is pretty much exactly the same fundamentals. You get kill streaks, you get perks or whatever it is. It was kind of the same fundamental thing for zombies. So, but it was done with the Infinity Ward engine. I think that would be just crazy, but I don't. They didn't really do that. They did something on Modern Warfare 3, that survivalist kind of crap, but it was just so poorly done in my opinion. It wasn't that fun, and it didn't have a lot of replay value. The format of the way you progress through every mission and stuff, it just wasn't done like zombies. It wasn't as infectious. There wasn't Easter eggs or anything like crazy like that. There wasn't an ongoing story where you're trying to figure things out, and it just was done totally differently. And I think that Zombies has had its success the way it's been through these 16 maps or whatever that we've seen through the years, because of it's pretty much stayed true to the original format, and then they've added. Now, of course, with Black Ops 2, and you'll see later in this series that Black Ops 2 Zombies is just totally like gone crazy off the deep end with the amount of different things that you can do. I mean, there's buildables on every other turn. There's all these damn things that you have to build. It's just ridiculous. It's really frustrating. And then you have like all these weird twisted Easter eggs that are just so far-fetched and so impossible to have tried to figure out by yourself without being able to watch like a YouTube video or hearing about how to do it. But it starts off like with a lot of mystery kind of involved with the characters and the story and stuff. And I do like the way that Origins kind of came together and wrapped things up. Look at this. This is seriously how I died the second time. I was like looking out the window just waiting for a zombie to come through. And then then the dude just ran up and smacked me and I died. And I was like, oh man, this is a horrible way to start. So this is the beginning of the train that I end up running right here. So this will be a kind of a full like tutorial or whatever of how to do this, but it's pretty simple. I mean, honestly, once you open up all the doors, once you get enough points, once you get an SMG off the wall, which is important because you shoot your SMG, you got a lot more points than from like a shotgun or something like that. And there was some horrible aim right there with my finished weapon. And then you just keep running around in a circle like this. So I was upstairs, now I'm downstairs, and then I'm just gonna keep going to the right. Now you got to watch out a little bit here and there. There's guys that will pop out and try to get you down through these hallways and stuff. And then this is the trickiest part right here. You got to be careful up the stairs that there's not a zombie coming down the stairs from where you're at. And we'll see this loop here in a little bit again as I'm playing through this, because I'm going to be doing this loop quite a few times. But you definitely got to watch. There's like 2 or 3 checkpoints where if you don't watch yourself, a zombie can come like right behind you and get you. But the thing is, if you just keep moving, it will end up being okay, and you should be kind of fine through this area. But there's a whole bunch of different guns you can grab off the wall along the way that's worth grabbing. Now, perk-wise, I think this is one of those maps because of the introduction of Mule Kick to every map in Black Ops, because again, this is a Black Ops version, not World at War. With Mule Kick added to here, that makes, I believe, an option of 5 different perks. So you have Double Tap right here off the wall, you have Juggernog, you have Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and then Mule Kick. So that's like 5 of them. So you have to choose which 5 do you want. Well, obviously, quick revive is a necessity. It's tough to decide on the other ones, and there I am just about dying again. Double tap is actually one of those ones that are great. It shoots twice as many bullets and uses just 1 bullet of your actual ammo. If it shoots 2 bullets, obviously it's going to do 2 times the damage as well. So double tap is definitely a good one. But how does that weigh up? Obviously, Juggernaut or whatever is the most important one that you can use. It gives you the ability to take twice as many hits as normal, but you have to figure out which other one you want to give up. Do you want to use Mule Kick, or do you want to use the other one with the quick reload, the speed cola one? It's tough to say. I personally, I started this gameplay off, and you'll see eventually I'll end up buying I think all 4 perks, and I end up using Mule Kick because I was thinking, oh yeah, I want to be able to have the Winter's Howl, and then I also want to get a like an LMG and a ray gun possibly, or something like that. I think those are like probably the 3 best guns you can get, and but sometimes honestly you can get really confusing if you don't have the right gun and you need to switch to a specific gun and you don't. Right here, I just about died. This is what I was talking about. You see, I got stuck from that one little guy coming up the stairs. I ran out of ammo, and I switched to the right gun. I switched to the Winter's Howl. I shot him. It slowed him down. And I was able to escape. But if you have Mule Kick, what if I switched and it wasn't the friggin' the Winter's Howl? What if it was another SMG or something else that was out of bullets? Like, it would have just been bad news, and I would have totally died right there. And that's, I think, could be how I actually end up dying. So Mule Kick is definitely a plus and a minus. I have a really hard time personally just managing running around with 3 different guns. So that's kind of the way Mule Kick works for me. But and then having Speed Cola is like a relief. I mean, it feels so dope to be able to reload your weapons so damn fast. It's definitely one of those ones that I like to use. Now, I was just looking around here and seeing kind of the atmosphere, checking it out, and I'm gonna kill all these guys down here. Do I grab this nuke or not? Yeah, there it is right there. And then I wanted to get Mule Kick. So I don't know why I was thinking, yeah, Mule Kick's gonna be great, but from now on, I'm gonna think twice about using Mule Kick. Depends on the map and depends on the weapons on the map. But let's see here. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the mystery box. The mystery box was another thing that they have had from the beginning of zombies. Obviously, from Notch or Notch or whatever you want to call it, they had the mystery box. And that one, I remember that being the coolest thing ever. The box spins, and then all of a sudden you're like, dude, like what gun am I gonna get? Please be a good gun. Please be the ray gun. It was always the ray gun. It was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get the ray gun this game? Because a lot of times, I mean, I sucked. I would play, and I was playing with friends, and it was like just a race to see who was gonna be able to get a ray gun, and I don't even know if everybody could get the ray gun back then or not. I just knew that I was really always like, it always felt like super lucky, like you hit the jackpot if you got the ray gun from the mystery box, but. I always found it interesting how they put in so many just random stupid guns from the campaign in the game that they could have chose other guns or other things that they could have probably put in there that would have been more effective. But sometimes they just like a sniper. Like, what are you gonna do with a sniper in zombies? I personally, the only map that a sniper's ever been effective on is Call of the Dead, and that's part of the reason why I like that map is because it was different. Like it was different to the point where a sniper was actually dope. You could kill Romero if you do headshots on Romero. You could kill him way faster than any other gun, and I thought that was a neat use of the gun. I haven't since seen like a really good use for a sniper. Right here, I just died right there. What was the other map that Trainzit? No, not Trainzit. Whichever one had the bridge that you take to fly to the bridge. Not Barry. There's so many maps. See, this is ridiculous. There's been so many maps. Mob of the Dead. That was it, sorry. So, Mob of the Dead is the one where you can use a sniper on the roof or whatever and shoot shoot some of the things. And same, I think, for Moon, there was this one spot where you can use a sniper for an Easter egg. But it hasn't had a functional use to killing actually zombies. Yeah, you can collateral zombies, but you pack a punch of sniper. I would have thought, like, if you pack a punch of sniper, you could make just crazy shit rain down and just make it super awesome, but it wasn't really the case. So yeah, it's a mystery box. It's full of fun things, a lot of really underpowered things, and then of course some really fun overpowered things that you can end up getting. As you'll see through this series, that there's just so many different things that they ended up doing to the mystery box. But at the same time, like as much as they've like as much as things have been getting like more and more complex as zombies have come along, it kind of still has that fundamental feel. Like even on the Origins map, the mystery box looks crazy futuristic, and then the Mob of the Dead one, the Hellhounds or whatever. I mean, it just was all like crazy, like fiery and stuff. So it was cool that they like added animation and added graphics that were different to the box. And then I don't remember which one is the very first map. I guess we'll see as I play through this. Which is the first map where the mystery box actually moves, because that was another thing that kind of right here I just about died. If I didn't have Juggernaut, I thought for sure I was going down right there, and then I was like, I gotta watch my top side right here to make sure I'm clear to come up to this area right here. But this, as you can see, this is totally the circle to take right here, and then you just kind of have them clumped up, and I just kind of shoot them as we go right over here. Unfortunately, look at that. That guy was hitting me up pretty nice there. I think I wanted to go get that. Yeah, there's its kill, and then there's a max ammo right there as well. But anyway, yeah. So the mystery box moving around was kind of a nice little touch. Changes things up a little bit, and then they've done also like just a bunch of other little things like that make it kind of interesting. So it'll be neat to see as we go through here and play this in the next month. How like all of the maps actually go through and progress. Definitely excited to check out that. Like, I mean, I've played all of the maps, but again, I haven't ever sat down and, once a new map comes out, I just kind of put down the old one and then just start playing the new one, and I never look back and play the old maps. Rarely, once a year maybe, or once ever. The other time I played this map right here was to get a gameplay for Modern Warfare 3, and that was the only time I played it like since it came out. I actually had it on Black Ops 1 disc, and I never played it. I just downloaded them and then never gave them a try. So it's kind of fun to go back and see where the history came from. And what's that one? You got a number? Oh, my wife has a phone call. But anyways, just continuing on here. This is probably one of the longest videos I've actually had to record commentary over top of the gameplay. Usually if I post a video this long, it's going to be premeditated, or it's not going to be premeditated. It's going to be a live comm. This is definitely just kind of one of those random times where I'm just chatting through. So right here, I'm just cycling through, picking up some guns. I'm trying to figure out. I want to get a ray gun. Obviously, ray guns are a plus. But yeah, this map introduced quite a few different things, and if you looked at the walls and the writing, they were always so creepy, and I was like, what is it talking about? Like turning on the power. That was like a whole new concept on this map. And then coming up here in this room or whatever was where the power was, if you guys obviously didn't pay attention to when I turned the power on earlier. But the other half of this map, and in general, it was trying to, like, I think this map was extra confusing to me. You played Knock, and it was like pretty simple. You knew that you started off in one room. You could go upstairs in that room, you can go to the right, and then it was literally one building. So it was a small building. You could go right into the next room, and then you could go upstairs, and then everything connected. It was one large circle, but it was in one small confined area. This is like the scale of the size of this map was just huge comparison to that map. And trying to play this map from the beginning and not knowing where to go, what doors to open first, knowing that there's like multiple doors you can, but like I can open the door to the left or the right, or like there was so many doors you can open. And then on top of that, like I didn't know that sometimes you can obviously go down into a room that literally serves zero purchase. Purchase. Zero purpose. You can go to a room that there's literally just a dead end, and I'm like, oh shit, why did I go this way? Like, so you'd have to like figure out where to go to be able to survive. And back when this game came out, and originally, like, I didn't understand the whole like concept of what I'm doing right here. You can see I'm training up all of the zombies right here in one little batch, and I didn't grab that. I saw that nuke back there. I didn't ever end up grabbing it. But I'm gonna keep going down this way and then dropping down, and then as I killed a bunch of those zombies, there's gonna be zombies that are gonna be sprouting out to the left and right down here. So you just gotta watch your back and whatnot. You can't stay too focused on one area. You can see right there that guy was coming right from behind me, and because obviously as you kill a zombie, they'll spawn in to where your location is currently. And so if you keep it moving, like they'll kind of funnel in and just keep following you in. And this is like early enough of a round, just around 11, that you know you don't have to do it too many times, and then the round kind of ends. But as you get into the higher rounds, high 20s and whatever, I mean it's literally like you do that the entire time, and then I mean to high 30s and 40s, like you just have to keep doing that circle like fucking 5 or 6 times before one like round ends. It gets kind of crazy. But yeah. Anyway, so this map, I actually just paused my commentary real quick and watched the end of this video just to see how it ends, and it is horrible. Ah, gosh, I can't believe the way I die on this map. I just sometimes I just get caught on stupid corners and stuff like that, and it's fair to say that that's kind of what ended up happening here. You can see by the order of my perks that I actually ended up buying Mule Kick before I bought Juggernaut, and that's because I totally forgot. Again, I went from knock or notch or knocked, whatever the hell, Der Toten. I went from that map first, and then I went to this one, and then I totally forgot about Juggernaut. So I was like, oh, I need Mule Kick, and then I totally got Juggernaut afterwards. But I probably at this point after this round, I think I'll end up buying another perk, and I ended up buying I think double tap, so I don't have speed cola, and speed cola would have been beneficial as I mentioned before, but just kind of wasting up the ammo right here. It's always good when you have like a couple guns. Since I do have Mule Kick, I have 3 guns, but it's good to use the guns if you're in a safe location where you're not gonna like die really easily, like, or if you just train them up and you just want to shoot up a bunch of zombies. Just cracked my neck right there. Oh, pretty good. Then it's always good to be able to use like whatever crappy gun you have, just to waste the ammo for 1, and for 2 to and I just about died right here. I think I go down right. Oh no, look at that! I switched quick enough to this this gun, and it ended up making work happen right there and saved myself. But I thought it was at the end of the round, so I was just going back and trying to kill the rest of the zombies that were kind of laying down there. So that was kind of my fault. But oh yeah, there I am right there. I grabbed the last thing right there. And so now I have 4 perks, and I'm just starting off here. And those zombies kind of come from everywhere right over there, so just keep it moving. Don't wait around in one spot too long, because otherwise they're going to be spawning. As you can see, that one guy spawned and ran towards me, and then you'll end up possibly getting trapped, so it's easier to just keep running. Finally ended up buying the bouncing betties right there off the wall. Now, bouncing betties to me, this is like a prequel to claymores, and claymores are one of my favorite things to use in this game. Like it's so fun to use. Claymores are so easy to use because you just put it down. The zombies trip the claymores, and then you can kill like a whole mess of zombies with it. So definitely a ton of fun, and I'll be showing you guys like claymore strategies in the future videos. Honestly though, I can't even remember the first map that claymores showed up. Looking back, it's crazy how many maps there are. Like I'm like, oh yeah, there's this one, that one, the next one. I couldn't even probably name all of them in chronological order because there's again just ridiculous amounts of them. But at least in the older ones, maybe the newer ones, and then I still am like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one, Trainzit and Buried, and then you know what I'm saying. There's just a crap ton of them. But I keep going in this circle here. I try to keep it kind of nice and try to throw these little bouncing betties down to kill a couple guys. But really, the timing that I have on that is pretty bad. I haven't found out a way to get a whole mass of zombies to hit the bouncing betties. You'll see when I form, there's like two different methods to how to train zombies. This is kind of the long way. As you can see, I literally have to go through the entire map to train the zombies, and then I can turn around and kill them as I'm walking. There's other ones where you're literally just in a tight-knit little circle, and you're running circles. I think in the cafeteria area, which I think what it looks like the cafeteria area on this one, downstairs is an area where you could probably do that if you're, I guess, smart about it. But yeah, so I don't know where to do that on this map. And if you can control and make a really tight-knit little circle of zombies that are running after you, then you can use maybe a bouncing betty and kill a whole bunch of them. But the way it works for me, I always kill those like 1 or 2 zombies that like suddenly run like 1,000 times faster than everybody else, and you just can't get like a whole bunch of them dead. But I think this is what I was talking about, this area right here. I was thinking you could probably run a train in here and run them in circles. I did it a couple times before, but it might get a little bit ridiculous down there. You never know. I bet it does get ridiculous. It looks kind of like a pain. I always use this opportunity right down this hallway, though, and just throw some grenades. Downside, if you get in trouble and you have to turn around and run back down that direction, there's crawlers. Or actually, you run into that in later rounds where I would have just done that, and it would have created like a whole crap load of crawlers. Not enough damage to kill them. And then you have these crawlers as you're coming down the stairs, doing another circle. Like I'm coming back around and going back down there. And then the crawlers will be running back towards you, and then they end up tripping you up and killing you as well. So later rounds, you maybe don't want to end up doing that, but early rounds, I don't think it's as big of a problem. But you see how that one zombie came from the other direction from me? I was killing zombies, so they're spawning in because not all of the zombies on this round were on the screen yet, because obviously it only lets you have like however many, like 20 or 18 zombies or whatever it is allowed on the screen at one time. And then if you have, let's say, 50 zombies in that round, then more will keep spawning in. If you kill a couple, then more will come in, and then if you're not moving forward, then you gotta just watch your back, because they'll get you. These zombies will get you. Luckily, I ended up getting a max ammo. I think that's probably the most fun drop that you can get is like a max ammo. Which, speaking of, did that? Oh, that started in the first one, right? I'm not sure historically, because I know that the Black Ops games had drops in it, but I don't remember what the original World at War ones, did they have zombie drops? I think that they did, but I honestly can't remember 100%. And then there's that whole aspect as well. It's crazy how much we immerse ourselves into these zombie games, and if you take a step back and just like decompose everything that is kind of presented to us, there's so many things that like are added to every single map, or things that have added or evolved through 16 maps. It's just unreal to think about. Remember keeping the zombie behind the barrier, like just keeping one zombie behind there if you have people like playing with you. And that guy just walked on me right there. Or like back in the days, keeping one crawler instead, because like the new maps, if you leave a crawler, he eventually just dies out. But the old maps, you leave a crawler, then you can run around infinitely and do Easter egg stuff, or mostly hit the mystery box, because that's what everybody would end up doing. You can see that long chain of zombies down there, though, but they're not like kind of wrapped up very well, which makes it kind of a pain. And I'm sure you can use those traps. There's a couple electric traps on this as well. I think I ended up using those, or you can use those, but I don't remember how to get out of it without the zombies swarming you and killing you. You just probably have to be careful. This kitchen area is pretty awesome, though. It would have been neat if you could do like more interactive things, like pick up the pan off the burner and smack a zombie in the head or something. I don't know, maybe that'd be a little too adventurous. But yeah, what round am I on? 15. I don't make it too much further, I'm gonna be honest. You can see that like the zombies are still kind of following me around though, and there's not too many left. I actually really like this SMG off the wall. I forgot what the damn thing is called, but right here, I go down. Yeah, I go down right here. Check that out. That was what I was talking about. So you see how I had 3 guns, and because I was coming around a corner, I didn't have the damn this gun equipped. Even better if I would have had a ray gun, which I should have bought a ray gun by now. That was the other thing I didn't do right in this gameplay. So I should have been hitting the mystery box to get the ray gun, but I didn't. But this Winter's Howl thing, I should have had this one set up so I would have swapped right to the Winter's Howl, because it totally messed me up not having that gun next, because I couldn't shoot those zombies with it, and I totally ended up getting trapped because of it. So part of the reason why you got to watch yourself on that one corner. That's probably if you run these circles where I'm like showing you guys that I'm at, like if you don't be careful with that, then you can definitely have kind of a negative impact on the thing. But this gameplay is going to be coming to an end, as you guys are going to notice right here. Coming pretty close here, but hopefully you guys enjoy this long, super crazy long commentary. If you guys did watch the entire commentary, then give yourself a cookie. I appreciate that. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of zombies action, and I'm excited to play through them, and I'm going to do some live commentaries, starting with the next map. And let me know which one you guys like, the live commentaries are these ones where I actually can chat like freely, because when I'm playing the game, especially zombies and stuff, like I focus, and then if I get in a tight situation, you'll get more live reactions if anything, but I'm not like one of those crazy, ridiculous, over-the-top reaction guys where they're just doing it for views. It's shit's so annoying. Anyways, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys would rather see, live commentaries or not. And you guys are about to witness, coming up here pretty soon, the epic conclusion, or unepic conclusion of this map right here. I have to go back and get my perks still, because I didn't grab all my perks for when I got down. So at least I got Jug back, double tap, Speed Cola, and then I'm going to do another round here. And you're going to see how I end up dying, and it's friggin' ridiculous. I'm so embarrassed. I thought I was good to go for a while. I even thought, you know what, I don't need quick revive. I can totally keep going. I'm back in the groove of things. I'm used to the map. Piece of cake, shouldn't be a problem. And I thought I would have died from right there. You can see as I was turning in this corner, I automatically pulled out my Winter's Howl to check the corners with, and so I'm just leading these zombies back through and thinking oh yeah, this is gonna be a piece of cake. I'm just gonna lead zombies through, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna need. Speed Cola now. I'm like, gosh, it's gonna be so good because I have Speed Cola, and like reload my gun so fast, feels so nice. Like, why did I even bother with Mule Kick? What a pain. And then right there, did you see that? I got stuck on the goddamn door, dude. That's my epic demise. That's the way I died. First try playing this map in a long time. Did not make it very far, but I wanted to show you guys the first gameplay of this at least. I'll have a higher round for sure in the next map I show you guys, and hope you guys like this series. Counting down to Call of Duty Ghosts. Later, guys. Oh yeah, and Chloe says subscribe for more videos.